Hi, everyone. It's Tammy Mastroberte with Elevated Existence, here teaching you guys about spiritual connection, communicating with the universe. Even when your life is crazy, even when chaos is around you, we can achieve these things. And so I decided before I came on, and I think I'm going to do this more often now before I come on live. One of the Oracle card decks I always teach about and talk about that I adore is Colette Baron-Reid's Wisdom of the Universe. Wisdom of the Oracle. And so I asked the universe, which is where that just came from. I asked the universe, what should I speak to everybody about today? What is it that everybody needs to sort of understand or grasp or know? And I always find the universe is never wrong. So I asked and I pulled a card, and the card I got was Go the Distance. And the interesting thing is, hi, Mark. The interesting thing is that I was teaching a class last night. It was the final class in this How to Create an Elevated 2019 class that I teach in my paid membership group. And the class was all about getting ready and manifestation and manifesting what we want in 2019. And the interesting thing that I have found, and I don't know if you guys sort of have set goals or, made some resolutions or whatever it might be, but what I have found is that sometimes I think we are under this guise that manifestation should always be 100% easy. Manifestation should just instantaneously happen, or we should just have to sit there and everything flows to us. And yes, that happens sometimes, right? Sometimes things just flow with ease to us. However, sometimes the universe has to shake you up a little bit. The universe has to just rattle you in order for you to grow, in order for you to get out of that comfort zone. And this is what I wound up talking about last night in the class that I taught for our paid membership group. But sometimes it has to be uncomfortable. So why does that happen? The universe sometimes has to shake you up, has to get you thinking, has to push you out of that comfort zone. So that could come across as an obstacle. That could come across as something that doesn't seem like it's going your way, right? We think like, oh my gosh, why are these things happening to us? Why are things not easy? Why do I keep bumping up against these walls? But sometimes they're there for a reason. So when it comes to manifestation, we have to keep going. We have to keep going, even if there's obstacles in front of us. Whatever it is we're trying to achieve or create or whatever we're trying to get toward or move toward, we have to understand that sometimes these obstacles are there for a reason. Sometimes when it comes to getting to the next level or moving forward or manifesting, a particular situation or a relationship or whatever it is, in order for us to change and grow, we have to be uncomfortable sometimes. We have to be stressed out sometimes. Now, there are tools, which is what I teach a lot about, in order to tame that chaos, tame that stress, and tame that overwhelm. However, sometimes things come at us that are forcing us to grow. If we want everything to be exactly as it was, then we can keep doing what we're doing, but we're not going to reach those higher goals. We're not going to reach those higher manifestations that we want. If we want more money, we want a better relationship, we want a new job, whatever it is you're trying to create, you want more, less chaos in 2019 than you had in 2018. Whatever it is you're trying to create, you want different, right? You don't want the same. So in order to have different, sometimes the universe has to say, hey, you want to go here, so you're going to have to make this decision. You're going to have to face this obstacle. You're going to have to decide which way is the best way to go. You're going to have to decide if this is the right thing. Here's a couple of opportunities. You now have to take action on them. And that's not always comfortable. So when I asked the universe, what should I talk about today? And I got the Go the Distance card. It was talking about you just have to keep going. You have to know that everything that's coming into your life, everything that's happening in your life is happening for a reason, and it's taking you somewhere. And sometimes that's not always comfortable. Sometimes that means there's going to be obstacles. Sometimes that means you're going to be a little stressed out about something or not sure which way to go. And that's when you fall back on your spiritual tools and your spiritual practices and guidance and pulling an oracle card or whatever it might be. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about, because if you know, what are we in, January 8th or something like that? So I think it's the 8th, right? Yeah. So maybe you're already feeling resistance to some of the things that you wanted to create, or the diets or the exercise or whatever it is that we decide that we're going to do come January 1st. Maybe you're already seeing some obstacles. I know that because I did this work with our membership group, but prior to this, and we all sort of had this set in motion in December, I'm already seeing things pop up pushing me to change in order to get to where I want to go in 2019. I already see it happening because that momentum is there. So if you started January 1st, you might hit obstacles. And I just want you to know that when you fall back on your tools and you fall back on your spiritual practices, you can use them to tame the stress, the overwhelm, and the chaos, move through it, and get to where you want to go, because that's what the universe is pushing you to do. That's what those obstacles are, or opportunities that you can't decide which to take, or you can't decide if it's the right thing for you. All of that is pushing you to grow. When you call in your elevated help, when you use your tools, when you take your 1 to 3 minute breaks throughout the day to reconnect, whatever it might be, it will make that process easier for you. So that's what I wanted to jump on here and talk about today. And of course, if you saw my live yesterday, you know that the summit is starting. Our Living an Elevated Existence free online summit is starting. So if you want to join me for 3 months with a bunch of experts, all offering free gifts and special offers and a host of tools and techniques, I do live interviews twice a week, 48-hour replays. You can find out all about it. It's totally free to listen. And if you type Summit in the comments here, if you're watching this on Facebook, you can type Summit in the comments here. If you're watching it somewhere else, you'll see a link below this video. But it's elevatedexistencesummit.com. But if you just type Summit, if you're on Facebook, in the comments below, it'll go to your messenger. You just have to retype the word Summit again, and it'll send you the link to sign up for free. You get 4 bonus gifts just for signing up. The live interviews start next week. And I want to help you make 2019 your best year ever. So that's really what that summit is about. It's our 6th season. It starts every January. So I just wanted to throw that in there because it's completely free. It's literally like a gift for you guys. I learned so much through it, as I know all of you do as well. And it's a 3-month summit. So it's nothing, you know, all that stuff's not crammed into 2 weeks or anything like that. You can take your time and listen to who you want to listen to. So anyway, that is my spiel for today. And I hope that lands with you somewhere and makes sense to you. Even if at this time right now you're not going through this, then as you're moving through your life and you start seeing these obstacles and you start thinking that your manifesting is not working, reframe that and know that the universe is pushing you to grow. And sometimes that growth is uncomfortable. But keep going, keep following through that. Go the distance, like the card said that I pulled today for you guys. And I wish you a beautiful and elevated week. Hope you're joining me for the summit. Type Summit below if you're on Facebook and you want that link to join free. And I will see you guys next time.